Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Relationship Q with Emmy. I'm Ermad Emenga, and on this episode, I will be talking about sex. Ding, ding, ding. I'm sure you're wondering why would you want to talk about sex? A lot of us want to know one or two things about sex, and today I have chosen to talk about these things, not just myself, with other beautiful darlings that will join me on this episode today. So let me just pick them quickly. We have Victor.
Thanks, it's good to have you here. It's good to be
And
here.
Also we have Carcy.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So I was able to do some questioning from people, and I got to understand that men and women perceive sex in different ways.
Of course. Sex on the first date, right? Well, from a man's perspective, most times we do not really care if sex is on the first date, or maybe some other time. What we really look at is the attitude after sex. That's exactly what we tend to look at. For us, we don't have sex based on emotions or because we're affectionate. We just have sex based on the fact that we have the urge. So it's pretty different for us. Do you understand? So
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, so that's why you think that sex on the first date is never and will never be an issue.
I don't see it as an issue. It's not a
So,
problem.
Cassie, over to you. What do you think about this person? Sex, I beg your pardon, on the first date. Like, what do you think about it? You think it's a big problem, or it's just normal, or we should always accept it? Like, yes, it does happen. It does happen. There's nothing you can do.
It's not about the acceptance, first of all. It's not about the acceptance. To me, I feel like sex on the first date is really wrong.
Okay.
Because as much as we women will understand that men actually just, that's a common ideology for them that, they are polygamous in nature. So we shouldn't just follow that polygamy. That polygamous nature they're trying to portray at us. So it's better off not done at all. We should just keep it, maybe save it for later, but not on the first date.
Okay. Save it for later, but not on the first date. Now, Victor, you're saying that it's not a problem.
It's not.
Don't you think that it may lead to misunderstanding amongst these partners? Because some guys, let me not use men, let me use guys. Some guys now, after having sex with you on the first date, they start thinking less of you. They feel like, oh, she even gave it to me that cheap. Like,
Okay, I
who's
feel.
this girl? Who's this one who's thinking I'm going to keep her like after giving it to me that cheap? Some men are like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said some men. Okay, if you had sex on your first date,
I
with
might
the
also
wrong guy,
say that
then that shouldn't happen.
if I rate it with 1 to 10, I think 7% of men, yes, would say that. I'm telling you from facts.
Well, no problems. I'm going to speak for my brothers. Okay.
Okay.
The same way with view sex, which is what I've just said. Okay. It's okay for us to have sex on the first date. We don't see issues with that. Okay. Some of us do. Some of us. And for sex to happen, there have to be a proper agreement between both parties. Do you understand? If a lady is telling us no sex on the first date, we will stick to that. But what we see these days is most ladies don't have a problem having sex on the first date. So we cannot stop having sex on the first date because by nature we want to have sex on the first date.
Oh,
we
are
want
you
to have
serious?
sex every single day.
Oh my God.
Do you understand? So
Okay.
so we don't see that wrong. The only reason we don't see we the problem what the ladies have, what the problem with the ladies is most times they have sex on the first date with the very wrong type of guys. So that's the issue.
Okay.
And sorry to cut you, what I was trying to say earlier was this. It's not like we actually met on the first, for the first time. We probably might have met on social media.
Did you hear the question or the topic rather? Sex on the first date. There are people who I just ran into this guy yesterday.
Okay.
Quickly on a very quick manner, like hi, and then we left.
And
then
everybody-
afterwards
cool.
we set a proper date, and then we're seeing, and then it happened.
Yeah.
So that's the question. Is it a proper thing? Is it a good thing or bad?
It's cool. As long as both parties want it to happen, it's cool. It's not a problem.
You said something about women wanting it to happen. That if a woman says no, I don't want to have sex in the first date, it's not going to happen. That's what you said.
Of course,
I'm
yeah.
still going to come back
From a gentleman's
to you
perspective,
on
though.
that one. Now, Cassie, not accepting sex on the first date. You said that. Don't you think that accepting it or not accepting it rather would help you know the kind of man you're going into? Because I think sex is very important when it comes to marriage, relationship, whatever. It's a very important thing in a relationship. So don't you think to help you know if truly you want to go ahead with this guy, because after that first day you can tell, yes, I think I want to stay with him, or like, oh, this is not my type, I'm going to go over this. What do you think?
As much as we all understand that sex is really important in a relationship, first of all, the priority is that there's no, like, you guys are not yet in a relationship.
Okay.
You are just seeing yourselves.
Okay.
So coming from what he said, that okay, maybe when he was trying to chip in, maybe we must have met through Instagram or something like that. And then you said something about, just meeting the person for the first time.
Okay.
Yes, I've got to, for example, I've been in a situation whereby I meet this guy one day and then, we talk and then he's like, okay, like, let us try to like, sit down and discuss. And then, while chatting with him, he was like, he wanted to chat because, before you even try to even see the person in person, that if I'm like, the person in person, definitely you want to at least have some confidence
some thoughts about the person.
For that person.
Yes.
And then, he himself like, okay, I'm like, okay, so what's like, I'm getting to know you, so what's going to happen? What's your idea? And something guys don't really understand, that most guys make this mistake of making the first date in their house. Yes.
We'll come to that.
Yes, they always make this mistake and it's always in their house.
So are you saying it's because they make
Is this supposed to be on the road?
because they have this date in their house? That's why this women
Yes, so
cooperate.
Let me tell you
Let
let me tell you why we invite ladies to our house.
Okay.
If you have a comfortable apartment, a comfortable room,
Why spend the money?
and we know I spend the money, and we know that ladies love comfort. We could take you out, get all the other.
But that is not
all
your
what you want.
ideology as a man.
When we tell you to come home, we're not telling you to come home and let's have sex. We're
Oh,
never going to
that's
say
not your
that.
idea as a
We're
man.
saying, we're
Okay.
saying come home, come see how you can fit into the home, come see how you can build. If along the line you came around and you got captivated by what you saw, and because ladies love what they see, and affectionately it built up and we had sex, we didn't call you back home to come
That
have
means
sex.
you had an interior motive, because if you know you
By,
have a
by our
beautiful
nature,
environment,
by our nature, we're supposed to
you guys
have.
feel comfortable.
By our nature, we're
Let me
supposed to have
ask you
sex.
to let him
It's
talk.
only when
I
there
think
is
I think
stop.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
As far you have a house or a good place, so why waste the money? Take this girl out to this. You can take her out. Maybe you guys eat or something, and then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, let's go home and chill.
Exactly.
And then you go home and chill, and then the movie,
Let me tell
comes.
exactly. Let me tell you something
Starts,
real
and that's
straight.
it. Now, I'm going to quickly ask her a question. Don't you think that having sex on the first date, proper first date, helps to open up, or let's say helps to move the relationship from one state to another?
From friend zone to relationship.
I'm not saying friends zone.
Okay.
One
Okay,
state to
the
another.
thing is that, okay, we understand that most men, just have sex because they want to have sex. I'm not trying to support you right now.
Let me even tell you something. You come back to that. Let me tell you
Okay.
something. I've witnessed something that happened. Like, should I say I've experienced it? Yes.
That's better.
Where because there was we didn't even have, there was never any time for us to have sex. I met this guy and then we started talking. We never had any chance of being together to even think of ever having sex. But I got to understand that made him, like, it made him to withdraw. Like, he wasn't coming forth the way I wanted him to come forth. And then I think after whatever is happened, he came forth. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm asking you, but I feel like, don't you think it helps to move the relationship from this level to another relationship?
The thing is
Left or
that
right?
for some people, it's all about individuality perspective, how they see things. Some people can actually just, have sex on the first date and we will not even call it anything, and then next thing they are moving on, like you said.
Getting married,
Do you get? And for some people, it doesn't work. But the idea of this whole thing now is if it is proper. Now, I would say that it's not a must that you must have sex on that first date. I'm not saying that you cannot have sex on any other day, but on that first date, it should be respected by two individuals, or else that those individuals have that in mind, because they're actually sometimes, that's what I said, it actually depends on their own state of maturity. When it comes to some people, there are two big mindsets that can actually say, oh, I don't call it a thing, like what he said.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to get what you're like, be on your side, but then themselves, they're like, okay, they really like this thing, and then they could go for it.
Exactly.
But for me, I don't feel like it's the best thing whatsoever, because we understand that men are polygamous in nature, and that is the first attraction.
Yes, when a man sees a woman, I heard that.
That's the first attraction. Now, let's be honest here. A man will see a lady walk by, and the next thing she's thinking is her naked body. Like, he's actually seen you could actually see what this guy on Instagram did, and then a girl portrayed himself, and then he was trying to like, oh, check out my girlfriend, and then the girl is actually putting on clothes, and then he's actually seeing like her real nakedness. That's the idea of a man.
Let me say
So
this,
you
Sandra.
can't say
I think it's very improper to judge us from Instagram drama.
Not just
and all
Instagram
that.
is like a tool that exposes
there
everybody.
are some caliber of men who would have a lady in their house and never have sex with her, not on the first date, not on the second date, for as long as. Do you know what you ladies start thinking most times? Are you sure it's not gay? That's what we start hearing out there.
Okay.
So now you guys are having problems with us because we have sex on the first date.
Okay.
How is that the problem?
So let me ask you, don't
It's
you think
cool.
that, Victor, I'm going to ask you
It's
something
really
quickly.
cool.
Just quickly, like, don't you think that a woman having sex on the first date, it makes her feel easy prey?
Let me tell you.
Think
Good. You know, no lady's going to have sex on the first date if she doesn't have a build-up of emotions or affection. Let's get it straight.
Because you know that is our weak point.
Exactly.
Yes, you know that is our weak point. That's why I was trying to say that most men actually are polygamous in nature, and the ideology is because you just want to have that sex,
accusing me of
and
being
every
a weak point
lady
again.
actually has sex because she's emotionally attached to that man.
But
No
you also
woman
know our
will
weak
actually
points.
go to have sex with someone who she does not have feelings for.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. It's because I might be attracted to your sense of smell, and I don't mind if we just decide to do it, and I'm okay, it's cool. So you cannot now say that that yes, it is actually right, but we already know that you all are polygamous in nature.
Victor, you're not giving me the answer from the question. Don't you think that it makes a woman easy prey to the man?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Alright.
But some of us who do not in any way condemn having sex on the first date, and it doesn't make the lady cheat to us. Now let's think about it from this aspect. You're having sex with me, we're having sex. If you're cheap, I'm cheap.
But that's not what all men think.
That is
all
what
women.
some of us think that
That's
way.
not what
You
all
ladies
men
have to
think.
understand
I
that
like
we're
what
not
you
the
said.
same.
That's
I like
not
what
what
you
all
said,
men
Patty.
think.
You need to understand that we're not the same.
Victor, I really like what you said. Looking at it from the angle, you said if the woman says she appears cheap, then you are appearing cheap.
I'm cheap
because
too.
we're both human and we're doing this thing because we want to do it. So if you feel
Exactly.
like I'm using you, then you're using me as well.
I think the
That's what
problem
you're trying
is
to say.
ladies have a
I'm
way.
not saying
Ladies have a way
anything, I'm just-
ladies have a
I'm
way
just looking at what you
of
said.
beating themselves up. Have to say
Now let's look at
on the first
it
date.
from this angle. Like, do you think that sex on the first date, Victor, keeps this guy coming back? Like,
Depends if the sex is good.
because some girls are like, some girls are like, man, I'm so digging it tonight. Like, I'm so digging that tonight because I want him to come back for me.
Okay.
That girls like that.
The
So
same-
do you think that works? Do you think that works?
They're saying things we might never say, but a good sex is worth having again. All right. Then, intellectually, if it's good, all right, we would actually want to have her around again. There's a difference between having a girl around and having sex with her. Sometimes we love the fact that she's intellectually sound. She can fit into our discussions. She's able to put the house together. She's able to. She cares about the man. She prays for the man. She looks after the man. That alone would want us to come, to bring you close.
Okay, so Cassie.
So,
Cassie, I want you to look at it from that angle as well. Like, do you think that after a woman would have had sex with this man, like, is there any possibility of this man coming back to her because of the sex?
Okay, there are two things we need to look out here for.
Sandra, be truthful.
I'm truthful.
I'm just saying.
I'm being truthful. I'm being
Good.
truthful.
She's my sister. She's being truthful.
I'm
Why
being
would you say-
truthful. I'm going to go on him on one word. He said, if the sex is actually good.
Okay.
But secondly, I'm not going to, accept that totally because, from my own side, I could understand that some men will actually want to just that day and that is it. Because after that first date and that is whether the sex is good or whether the sex is not good. So like for me, I don't think that's how it's going to work. For a guy to just come up and say, oh, this is you because of that sex immediately. I don't think that's the idea of every guy. For him, he feels like, oh, because the sex is good. Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so let me not push further because I know if I continue, the both of you will not end up today. So, Victor, I need you to tell me your final take on this particular topic: sex on the first date. Like your final take on it.
Okay, so my final take on this. If sex on the first date or on the first date makes you feel cheap from a lady's perspective or from a guy's perspective, then don't do it.
Okay.
Okay? So if it makes you feel cheap, like she rightly said, that then don't get engaged in it.
Interesting. So over to you, Cassie. Final take on sex on the first date.
No. Do not accept it. Do not accept it. Sex on the first date doesn't really predict the fact that you guys are going to be in a relationship or in a love life. So you take things gradually. It could come any other day, but not on that first date. Thank you.
At least the patient dog get the fattest.
You're right.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show today. I really do appreciate every single thing you just hear today. So that is how far we can go on today's episode, which is sex on the first date. Well, I would have loved to tell you guys my take on this, but if you really want to know, go right there and drop your comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's proper for a guy or a girl to go out that first day and have that thing? Like, do it. Like, let's do it. Do you think it's right? If you think it's right, drop it. If you think it's low, drop it as well. And also, guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. If you've not, what are you waiting for? Join the family. This is how far we can go. See you next time. Bye.